How you doing? Sam Morse, 1NYCHA, 1NYCHA Advocates. Normally we deal with issues facing NYCHA residents, but today we're going to do something a little bit different. I got a call from a good friend of mine who lives in a nursing home, and he told me about some of the atrocities that are happening here. And sounds like NYCHA, you know, when I hear about all the stories in NYCHA, but here's a little different because you got medical issues too. That makes it a little bit different, although we deal with medical issues in NYCHA as well. But I think here, specifically, there's some issues that we need to bring out to the forefront. I think a lot of people don't know what goes on in these nursing homes, but it affects everybody. Because at one point in time, any of us could be in one, or our family members, and so I think the story needs to be told. So we're here to speak to these folks so they can share what's happening and bring it to the public and expose what we think is some criminal stuff that's going on here.
Can you each one by one introduce yourselves? It's me, y'all behind the camera, Saundrea Coleman.
Hi, my name is Joannie, and I'm 46 years old. I've been here for about 3 years now, in the Brookhaven Rehabilitation Center, and what's that?
Hello, my name is Vernon McGett, 40 years old. I've been residing here for Brookhaven nearly 3 years now. A lot of fraud going here, a lot of fraud.
It's great.
They don't do nothing that they say they're going to do. They don't try to help you. There's no wait. Well, there's a lot. There's a whole lot.
We're gonna get to that. Get back to some of that stuff.
How you doing? Yes, there is a lot going on here. I want to start off from saying that a lot of...
Introduce yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
My name is Hendricks. Just call me Hendricks.
Out the gate. He's out the gate.
Out the gate, Hendricks. But there's a lot of stuff that's going on here that should not be going on. And they always want to pass the buck. And there's always someone to blame. And they make the rules as they go along. There's always something going on. There's always different types of stories and a lot of cover-up. There's no accountability, number one. There's no accountability at all for what they do. Lack of communication. Go ahead.
So let me jump back. I'm gonna hone in on what you said. When you say fraud, are you suggesting like Medicaid fraud? Do you think money is being spent or going where it shouldn't go? Because that's criminal in and of itself.
I've been doing a lot of personal research. In this place, just like a lot of nursing homes, this is like professionalism. And there's a lot of fraud going on here. Like, this is supposed to be a bariatric facility for overweight individuals like myself. And they don't have like one clear plan on how to treat us, how to care for us.
No meal.
Meal plan, nothing. From top to bottom, it's all incompetence. Like, I come from the world of security. It was like, if I didn't have enough, like I was a leader, I was a supervisor in my field. If I didn't have enough guards in an area, like NYPD would shut me down because I don't have enough guards to protect the place. They're allowed to like run a business where they got lives at stake with lack of staff, lack of supplies, lack of everything. It's like you could go on and on. It's ridiculous.
What he's getting at is that they're always short-staffed. Today they short-staffed, where the nurses had to really step in and give out the food on this floor to the nurses. The nurses don't do that. They normally do, sometimes wound care, feed the patients, the IVs, give out medication, things like that. But today, we saw the nurses giving out the food trays, and they don't do that. They have the CNAs do that. The CNAs here, you have good CNAs, you have the bad ones. You have some real good ones, you have some bad ones. And I would definitely name out the bad ones because I have no problem calling them out on their bullshit at all. A lot of CNAs, like I said, you have the good ones, you have the bad ones. What also Verna was saying was that the staff is always short. And when the staff is short, it's the people who cannot change themselves, clean themselves, or get out of bed. They're the ones that suffer. And when they complain about it, the CNAs literally try to, how can I say, black border. You understand me?
It's really punished.
They get punished. You left in your feces for hours and hours and hours. And
That
you
doesn't
write
answer that
grievances. When they write grievances, they use your grievances against you. You understand me? They use your grievances against you. And when you complain about it, the person who you complain about don't take the time to really listen to you. Don't take the time, and she knows who she is. There's another person I'm going to call out later on. But the fact is, the person that runs this facility, that runs the CNA, the CNAs, who runs them, who has a rapport with them, it's a lot of favoritism. CNA should not be really, how can I say? CNA should be held accountable to their jobs, what they do. If you here to clean someone's ass, clean that ass. Don't say, oh, I'm not doing that person today because he's too messy, or I don't get along with that person.
Or she's not in my assignment.
Oh, she's not on my assignment. A lot of these CNAs can't even make it in a real hospital. The stuff they do here in this place, they cannot make it in the real hospital. How you gonna tell your boss, I'm not cleaning that person? You're not supposed to play dice with that person or shoot cards with that person, whatever. The fact is, you're supposed to be in there to help that person get clean, wash them up, and move on to the next person. You know, but you tell your boss, oh, I can't clean that person because we don't get along. That's because it's probably you did something. I know Ver has a lot more to say. I'm sorry. I want
to give her a chance to say something.
Jahani is the president of the residential council.
Okay.
Can you tell us about that? Because I remember that in Isabella Nursing Home, they had one, so the
basically,
benefits.
I'm supposed to advocate for these residents, and I feel like I should go, beyond my, how should I say it, my expectations, but I can't. I feel like I have my hands tied because even if you come to them with the issues, they don't care. They'll listen, or they'll give me that's none of your business, or are you their proxy, or that's not the point. Like, I'm coming to you with an issue from one resident, that means it's going on with others. So what are you gonna do about it? But again, I just could speak about it. I don't have that magic wand that will make them do what they should do.
People supposed to go to her. If you're a resident, you're supposed to go to her, tell her your grievance. She's supposed to write it down and bring it to them. She's supposed to go to each floor. Her hands is tied because when she goes talk to them, they either brush her off or we don't got time right now to talk. They just now started coming to the meetings. Before they would never come to the meetings.
We say they, the owners or the staff?
Well, the staff.
Okay.
A nursing administrator.
The nursing administrators.
Housekeeping.
They don't come. Housekeeping doesn't come. They don't come. Right?
And they're supposed to because they're mainly the ones that distribute the supplies.
Yes.
And that's also one of the major issues here. They don't give enough supplies for these people.
The one that do show up now, we have a new administrator. He been coming to the meetings. But when Jahani and with another guy by the name of Darryl, when Darryl started it, well, he used to be president, but he's not here no more. Probably the nurse showed up 1 or 2 times. The head nurse showed up 1 or 2 times, and that was it. As for Jahani doing her job, she's not able to, so it makes it seem like she don't care about the residents, but she do. Because she has her own life to worry about outside of here. She has kids. But she's overwhelmed with everybody's complaints. And when they write the grievances that you could definitely see, they go undone. Even when you complain about a CNA, that CNA should either be reprimanded or literally fired. Literally fired. Like I said, it's favoritism. If I know a CNA did not clean a resident, and that resident is sitting in its feces for 3 shifts, who's ever had that resident should be fired. Should be fired. It shouldn't be, oh, I'm sorry, or I was tired. I don't want to hear that.
What they do is they recycle them. They recycle the bad. Yeah, it's like they'll take that bad scene there and put them on another floor. Like, and if you do write another grievance, it's supposed to be anonymous.
Thank you.
They tell the extra scene who wrote it, who did it, And now the CNA got to looking at you like, and now they're talking about you.
And they're talking about you.
And they blackball you.
Yes.
And they blackball you.
Yes.
They stay gossiping like, oh, don't help that person. Because this person told on me. And I'm glad I could walk. I'm glad he could move around. She could move around, because when this gets out, I could ring this call bell. To this day, nobody will come.
45-minute wait.
45-minute wait, or even never. There's times I was in the bed, my son had to call, you know my son had to call the fire department. The fire department to come clean me up. There's people in here that can't get clean themselves up. They have to call the fire department to get help. Because they're always short staffed. They always say, oh, we're short staffed.
I don't want to blame the CNAs. They overwork. Really, it's an ownership issue, because you got like 60 people on the floor and 4 CNAs. So that's 15 people that they got to clean and care for. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And it takes like at least like 30 to 45 minutes to properly clean a person.
And that's big and heavy.
Yeah.
One. Number two.
Then somebody you need help to turn them over and stuff like that. So they overwork. They need more CNAs. The thing is like, I don't even blame the staff. I blame ownership, because they allowed this to go on.
Okay.
No, Jay, upstairs, we don't pull up the ownership.
Say
We
again?
pulled up the ownership. Who owns what?
Right.
We pulled that up with the link that you had sent me.
Absolutely.
We know who owns what. We know who owns 30%. And I understand Brookhaven is getting funded from urban development.
Yeah.
They're getting funded from urban development. And this is going on. And they're getting funding from them? That's not good. There's people in here who have infections. Infections in their leg, in their arm, from bed sores, bed wounds, things like that. And it's always short-staffed. It's always a short staff. That's what we always hear. We short-staffed. Yes, Vernon is right. Overworked. Yes, a lot of them are overworked. We see people come and go.
And what's worried about this short staff, Brookhaven is addictive every nursing home. From Monday to Friday, they got some quote-unquote slow staff, which is barely there anyway. On the weekend, it's half that, if that.
Yeah.
So you got 4 CNAs, now you got 2 CNAs
Yeah.
and 1 nurse.
Yeah.
Take care of 60 people.
I want to ask the sister, say your name again, dear.
Joanne.
Miss Joanne. How often are your meetings that you host, the
It's
council?
every once a month,
Okay.
and it's towards the end of the month.
Okay.
So I believe every Monday of the end of the month. Yeah.
And I have another question. How often do they do plan of care meetings with you or in the family?
Every 3 months.
Okay.
Every
Okay.
3 months.
Every
yeah.
3 months. Supposed to be? Or they do it though?
They have annually and they have quarterly. So I have the every 3 months. Other people have.
I hate to cut off, but just like the care plan meetings and resident council meeting, they do that because legally they have to do it.
Yeah. Right.
But they don't answer to any of our demands. We ask for simple things. Extra chucks, extra towels, extra bed sheets. Simple stuff like that. Extra generic stuff that they give. Extra, they don't do it. It's every month we complain about the same thing that don't
Even
get
the
answered.
CNAs ask for that too. There's sometimes where they don't even have the supplies on the floor.
CNAs got to like steal from other CNAs or hide supplies in resident closets so they can do their jobs. They can do their job.
Yeah. One really important thing in here is the mental health. They're supposed to be hiring a psychiatrist for years now, right? For mental health. There's people in here that suffer from mental health. We either get attacked, and when we get attacked, we're the problem. Oh, walk away, don't worry about it. He's crazy. Oh, he's harmless. No. They need counseling in here for some of these people. Some of these residents don't
We
have
need
it.
a floor for them.
Yes, they need it.
So
the mental
Just
person
scattered
who
all over.
they have in here, the psychiatrist, he or she was standing in the doorway for 2 minutes, ask you a question.
Not 2 minutes.
What?
Well, like, this is how long it take. Hello, my name is such and such and such from psychiatry. Do you feel like hitting yourself?
No, not today.
Do you have a plan?
No, not really.
Okay, I'm increase your meds. Bye.
And that's it.
That's
Yeah.
it.
There's times that they will come in the middle of the morning, like literally you're sleeping. They'll just come, right?
And they get paid for that.
And they get paid for that.
They don't even ask you anything. They just walk out, and then you're like wondering, like, who was that just came into your door?
Yeah.
basically documenting that they did do, but they really
They
didn't.
saw you.
Yeah, this is fraud. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fraud.
fraud.
Like
That's-
NYCHA.
That would be definitely fraud.
Just like
If
NYCHA.
somebody's getting paid
They've
for
been
that.
They've been saying to us, oh, we're gonna have someone come. We were looking for someone to come for counseling or whatever, to look into this mental health thing. Well, it's been 2 or 3 years. Nothing has happened. You got people around here walking around here who's mentally crazy. They go in people's rooms. One guy literally screams out all day, all night. So, I mean, it's easy to find someone who's in that field, who's a psychiatrist.
It's the environment here too. The environment here too will make you crazy.
Yeah.
It'll make you go into deep dark depression because like you feel like shit.
Yeah.
People treat you like shit on a daily basis.
Yeah, and they talk to you like shit. The CNAs talk to you, treat you like shit. So you're really depressed. There's some people that won't even come out their room.
I don't blame the CNAs because they overwork and they stressed out. I don't blame them. I blame the owners because the owners allowing this to happen. They pay. I cannot have a business and have it like operate like this. Like who? Like there's no private ownership. They don't come here.
Is this a private or non-profit
This is a
facility?
corporation. They don't care. It's like 8 different owners.
Okay.
Yeah, we did the research.
He said eight.
There's a lot of different owners. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the damn hedge
So it's not a
fund.
non-profit. It's not a non-profit, right?
No,
It's
no.
not.
Not a nonprofit, no. Not a nonprofit. We pulled the information up, and one of the person that owns 31%, he has other facilities in Florida.
I thought it was a lady that owned like the majority shares of this company.
Yeah, but it's a lady, and it's also guys. Few people. We pulled it up, but they own other parts of other nursing homes. But the mental health thing is one of the main issues. Like I said, there's people in here that need it. We get assaulted, we get reprimanded, we can get kicked out, in trouble. I apologize for that. We get in trouble when we speak up, or if we try to defend ourselves, we get arrested. We get in trouble because we're the aggressor. But you understand how about that person that showed aggression to us, towards us?
Right.
So we're supposed to stand there and take it. And the same thing with the CNAs. They can't really defend themselves if a person hits them or lash out on them. They lose their job.
Yeah.
So they definitely need a mental health counselor that puts in them hours. We really need that. That put in them hours. That's not going to stay in here for about 1.2 seconds and leave. Yeah.
How's the social workers here? Listen, I didn't know I didn't know this was going to be comic view. Everything I asked is hilarious. Okay.
Go
ahead, please.
As a social worker, your job is to advocate for us. But how are you going to advocate against your boss? And your boss is doing a shitty job. That's number one. Number two, a social worker is supposed to like help us after we're done with our care here. Transfer it back to the community.
Yeah.
Because a lot of us become homeless because a lot of us are job-to-job people. So like we get sick.
Right.
When it's not paying those, we're in here now. So we need, to find housing and the income such and such to get back to the community.
Their hands are tied. There's only so much.
They don't help us. They don't do nothing. They don't do nothing for us.
Really,
we gotta do it for ourselves. We gotta come together for ourselves like we did now and like figure out agencies, find agencies online. Thank God for Google. Like agencies like Open Doors.
They're supposed to have a lab. If you look at the labs, right? I'm sorry. If you look at the brochure coming here, they're supposed to have a computer lab. Where's the computer lab?
Where's the pool?
Where's the pool?
Wait, so
Where's the pool?
So you're hitting on something else I wanted to ask then.
Yeah.
Because you brought up something. Because it all ties into mental health.
And fraud.
So I wanted to ask, what activities do you have? What recreation activities they have here
didn't
for you?
someone recommend? Okay, hold on. I want to say one thing before we get to that. The therapy guys here, they're great. They're all good. They need to have better equipment, right? And they just got something new. It took them like 20 years. One of them said it took 20 years to get a new treadmill, right? They didn't have other equipment that was breaking down that you can't even use. So where all the money's going? And then one day I showed them where they could get free equipment, brand new. Brand new. And you know what the guy said to me? Oh wow, I could use that for my house.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I think, once again, the therapy is good here. The people that work here for the therapy, they're very good. They're good people. They do work with the residents.
Therapy is not good here.
Okay.
What?
I come from that background. The therapy is not good here at all.
Why you say that?
Many reasons. Look at the gym. That's not a gym. That's
Oh,
a,
okay. See, that's the
a
gym.
fun.
But as for the people that work
The
there,
therapist, yes.
the therapist is good.
Certain
Yeah.
They don't have enough resources, that was saying, to do
No, they
it.
have a lot of people working down there. All right,
Okay.
sure.
They also do it in the bedside too, right?
Yeah, they
Sometimes
do
they
They
got-
stop that. They stop
come to
that.
your room, yes.
They stop that?
Yeah.
No, there's of course there for certain sides.
Now, a lot of people, when they stop that, they say you got to come downstairs because they want you on camera.
I still want to hear recreation. What kind of activities
Recreation
do they offer
does,
you all here?
They have bingo.
Okay.
They
Because this all ties into mental health, right? If they have some activities
I
for
gotta
you.
say something with that.
Okay, but let them
Go ahead.
finish.
They
Then.
have bingo. They have church, which they
Okay.
have someone come in and
Right.
speak to them, have a little mass. They also have karaoke,
Okay.
casino and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But just for a short period, like 30 minutes, sometimes 15.
Wow.
They have movies. They play movies for them.
Okay.
Majority of the day, they sit in the chair all day.
Yes.
In the day room, and the CNAs that's watching them, they watch the TV. I'm sorry. They watch the TV programs. They don't. They should put something enlightening on, or something that's.
There's a lot to do, but like once I said, everything falls back on ownership, the lack of funds.
Yeah.
They whatever budget they have, everything has to be increased to the modern level.
Like, and sometimes the people that work in, Johanna can say it, the people that, because she talks to them a lot, the people who does recreation, they do help. They do help. They mingle with us. They talk to us. But there's only so much they can do.
Right.
Yeah. They need to have more activities for them.
Yeah.
The patio.
Okay.
The patio is open
It's like a-
for like an hour. No one can go out there without supervision. So they'll close it and then they'll reopen it after lunch for like at least an hour and a half or two, and then they close it up again.
Is there like a monthly calendar, like they give out
Yes, they
to
have it.
show
They put it on
what all the
every floor,
activities?
yes.
Okay.
yeah.
They do.
For every floor. Yeah. But they need to do more. But there are people in that who work for recreation. They do care about us. They do spend time and work with you. I know a particular person. He comes up every day and sits down with one of the residents and talk to him like he's family. There's another person that she's, when I first got here, I didn't like her, but she busted my chops, so I got to like her. I got to see what she was about, and she literally goes her way to feed some of the residents, and that's not her job. You know, she's recreation, but she goes her way and beyond. You know, but she goes and she has a. You have people that work in certain places. They do their job.
They care.
They
a little
care.
bit, just a few.
Yeah, but what, like Murray said, it's the ownership.
Like a budget, like resources, man. They can't do their job effectively.
Is it really lack of resources?
Yes, it is.
Well, because this is a place that they're making profit, right? So they have less staff, right? So they're worrying about their profits,
Yeah,
right?
that's
So
exactly what we're
right,
about.
yeah. So they're depriving you all from
Yes,
resources. So
exactly.
it's not a lack,
When they
right?
first-
When you think about it, it's not a lack. They're depriving you all from the resources because they're snipping and cutting. I'm sure there's more LPNs and RNs, right?
Yeah,
And
of
most,
course there are.
right? You know,
They go
so
to
yeah.
welfare, like train them and bring them in.
Okay.
One
Wow.
thing they could all contest to is that when, what's his name? Masha was the first one?
Moshe.
When Moshe first came in, that's the other temporary.
Gatekeeper. That's what I'm calling gatekeeper.
When he got in this place, when they got rid of the old administrator, they hired Basha. Basha's first thing was to do what, guys? What did he start doing here?
Constructing the lobby.
He didn't care about the supplies and people having Pampers and diapers or chucks and
Or
things like
adequate
that.
gyms.
Just how
His-
the entrance look.
This is how the entrance look.
Sticks. Okay.
Yeah. Well, we don't know. The entrance is fine. He put more lighting.
TV.
Lighting was fine. He put a TV. That was fine. But how about
Look
what
at
the
the elevator.
residents need? How
Right.
about the food that you'll give us here?
Let's talk about the food.
with garbage on it. I seen garbage on your
Well,
elevator.
Once it's in service, that's what they
Stand,
use that
right?
for.
Yeah, so
There was
I come in the
garbage.
elevator.
Yeah, there was
So
garbage
that-
on the elevator.
So you take pictures of that.
I took a picture. It was like
Yeah,
the
so go to the
cup and
second
stuff.
floor.
Yeah.
Do y'all think, without getting too deep into it, do y'all think it's some racism involved? Is this composition here mostly people of
No.
color? So it's no, you don't feel
It's
that's
everybody. It's
Everybody.
You got everybody here. You got white, black, Puerto Rican. You got every nationality here.
So
You
it's
got Koreans,
multicultural, right?
everything. But what it is the people that's above don't care about life. And it's like I said
They
before.
care
it's-
about their profit. That's what they care
yeah,
about.
and
Yeah.
they care about getting the numbers in. So
Right.
if one of us gets sick, you better go and they got somebody else coming in.
Oh, yeah.
That pays more.
There's people that are scared to go to the hospital to call 911.
Some
They're
people
really
say that.
sick because they be
You got a napkin?
threatening them that if they call 911 they're gonna lose their bed.
Are you
They
serious?
don't have a place
Yes,
to
they
come
do.
back to. Yes. There's
The doctor does that.
Yes. We had that in recording. Someone fell and he was not feeling well and he wanted to call 911 and he told his significant other, listen, I'm going to call 911. They called the doctor that was in here and he's in charge of the facility and he told him, well, you can call 911, but I can't guarantee you'll find the bed when you come
And the
back.
doctor's not here 24 hours. The doctor works around the corner at St. John's Hospital, and he comes here and checks in
How do you feel about the doctor?
every 3 hours.
His name is Dr. O.
No,
We call him Dr. Obituary.
Or I call him Dr. Quack.
Wow.
Oh.
I call him Dr. Quack, and if you Google it, you can see he got. If you could Google him, you can pull up a lot of information on him, and he don't take things seriously.
No, we don't.
He don't take things seriously. And one thing about this place too, I'm sorry to cut you off, Jahani.
It's okay.
They don't really look at your medical records correctly from the hospital. They have literally diagnosed people wrong in this facility.
Wow.
Literally.
Wow.
Diagnosed them wrong. Go ahead.
That's criminal.
I'm telling the doctor, listen, man, I'm putting a lot of water weight. There's something wrong with me. He tell me to stop eating so much damn food, stop ordering out. I'm not eating no food in the order out. I'm just like, I'm putting a lot of water weight. I'm eating what you give me, which I should be eating anyway, because it's all processed food. But that's another story.
If you see the signs on my door, it says, stop giving me processed food. They give processed food here. I don't care what they want to call it or show it. I have pictures for you to see the food. One of the dietitians here, I was so mad that she left. After my surgery, we were literally fighting with the people downstairs, the cooks, to give me the right food to eat, the right diet. Because after you have the gastric sleeve surgery, you're supposed to stick to the diet, right? I found myself literally taking pictures of the food. I could literally have a menu to show you the stuff that they give us here. I'm sorry. You and I know that collard greens ain't gray, right? Right?
Right?
Right.
That's not true.
Right?
Now, last I checked, and I understand how the fuck you fuck a baked chicken.
No.
I'm sorry. How in the world, how in the world you
Okay.
mess up baked chicken? That's one of the easiest things ever.
You
It's
just
so
take it.
dry, but like, it's
The
all we
chicken.
got.
Spaghetti with ketchup.
Oh, what?
Ketchup sauce.
Oh, my
You
goodness.
gotta be kidding me. So let me
This
ask,
is
what do y'all think the politicians should be doing? Like, what message do y'all have for your elected
The
officials?
nursing home situation is broken. It's a global epidemic. Fix it.
Bam! Just like that.
Oh, you're not
I gotta
saying-
make that a clip.
I want
That's
Anderson and Miss Amato, you're the siblings
Okay.
in this area. We in your backyard. There are people suffering, dying,
Yes.
and you're not doing nothing. And you want people to vote for y'all? You need to see what's going on in your backyard. I don't want to see you kissing babies, hugging people. There are elderly people, young people in these nursing homes dying. You have CNAs that don't care. You have people over the CNAs that show them favoritism, that don't care. It's about numbers, about filling up these beds. A lot of hospitals don't want to send patients here because they know about Brookhaven. When that happens, there has to be a problem. There has to be a problem.
The thing is, there's no accountability.
Right.
There's no penalties for their actions. The owners don't get fined or nothing.
They should.
And like, what they're supposed to do their job is do like professionals, like I spoke about earlier. All their job is to continue care what the hospital was giving us. That's it. Nothing special, just continue the care that we just get from the hospital. And they can't do that. They refuse to do that.
Do they, have you spoke with politicians? Do y'all have elections? The polls come to y'all? And
No.
they don't come here?
They don't care about nursing.
So y'all are not allowed to, what y'all have to do, absentee ballots?
What we
How do you
gotta do
vote?
is raise like $20 million and donate to one of the campaigns. And they'll listen to us.
Y'all supposed to be able to vote. They can set up a polling site. And you could work on that through the council, you know. Because once they see that y'all are in here voting for the time that y'all are in here, you'll start to matter really more, right? Because these are your constituents. Constituents.
Campaign contributions. That's what they care about. That's what they listen to.
Wow.
You see the school across the street, right?
Mm-hmm.
You saw it, right?
Yeah, I saw it.
That's what I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know the owner, it looks a lot different over there than it looked over here. So I know if they're
Anybody want to say the name of the school?
Yeah, I might. Yeah. You know the name of the school?
It's called Yeshiva something. I can pull the curtain and show you.
Mm-hmm.
But it does speak volumes. How
Speak
well kept
volumes.
that is. And then you come over here and you see it's a total different thing.
And they're
And
part.
owned by the same person.
I've never been in
By the
jail,
same person.
but there's a lot of people in here that have been in jail. Let's talk about the food is way better in jail than it is here.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means prisoners are getting better fed than we are. And that's a damn
And you
shame.
know what's crazy? Some of the CNAs, they won't even eat the food. They laugh at it.
Yes.
They used to bring my tray in here, and they'd be like, oh, Mr. Henry, Jake will eat this today. For real. CNAs stop bringing me my food because they know I'm not going to eat it. It's not good. Sometimes I have to order my food out, or I have to have my food made for me for my family. I shouldn't have to do that.
Last night for dinner we had chicken pot pie.
Okay.
I know, Carl, you sent me some pictures about construction work.
Wait, I want to hear about that chicken pot pie. Wait, he was saying something about the chicken pot pie. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
chicken pot pie is like something you can buy for like 39 cents at Family Dollar. That's what they serving us for
That's
dinner.
what they gave you.
And they get so much on
I'm not
us
supposed to be eating
alone.
that. I'm a
Right.
heart failure patient.
All that
I'm
salt
having all
stuff.
that
Yeah, the
salt.
sodium, yeah.
Thank you.
It's very
a lot
salt,
of
yeah.
people in here.
It's like 700-800. Yeah,
That's right.
And they tell you don't eat it. You could.
A lot of people in here suffer from heart congestive failure. We're not supposed to be eating that.
And now, also on not just the food part, but there's construction work being done here, right?
Yes.
And
Second
now,
floor.
do y'all know whether there's asbestos or lead, or y'all don't know?
course.
So you feel there is asbestos and lead,
Yes.
and people
He's
are
on that
breathing.
floor. He's on the second
People
floor.
are breathing in
Hard
this.
breathing. Yes, there's a lady
He's on
right
the second
now.
floor.
I got COPD. That's another thing I got. It's like that's something that I got while I was in here. I wasn't gonna have COPD coming
Oh,
here.
wow. Wow.
See,
Well-
this place gave you the condition.
Yes, and vascular disease too. I got also a goddamn lady I got in here.
Wow.
There's a lot of things I got while I'm in here. But like,
They blame the residents for their condition. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. It's just your fault. They literally blame people for getting their own infections. I kid you not.
But y'all are here for them to care for you, not the other way around.
All the
So,
way around.
yeah.
And family members, are they aware of what's happening? How does that part work when you?
Oh, they play up to them.
So they
They
lie
play
to
up to them.
if your family member comes see you, they will like
Song and dance. They get the Oscar.
get on the Bill Crystal show, man.
Yeah.
See boss.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, you all. This is we're gonna wrap
Let's
up.
go for 3 hours, man. I'm telling you, man. That's not enough. Man.
Yeah, no, we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna wrap up, but we're gonna be back.
Okay.
We want to follow up
On the next
from
one, I think
on
we should
this.
go to the second floor.
Yeah. This,
No, they'll be done by that time they come back. They'll be done. They should go to the second floor right now.
We're on the second floor right now.
Supposedly, I heard that it had been stopped, the construction downstairs.
Are they still working down there right
No,
now?
Yeah, they're working on
they were working
minor stuff.
They were working on last night, all night long. The drilling. You hear all that drilling? All that drilling last night they was doing last night to this
At
morning.
night?
I'm sorry, to this morning. Yeah.
At night and morning.
They
Yeah.
were supposed to stop because supposedly they don't have proper papers to be constructing.
See, stand. See,
Wait
stand.
a minute now.
That's what we had called about. Remember we told you?
Wait. So they doing the way you're saying they don't have
So
permission, the proper
apparently
permission.
they
No, do
had
you see them
started-
outside?
They had
No,
started
no.
construction
Exactly.
like 2 months ago. And there's been accident there was a lady who, a resident's mom fell in the second floor. She got cut. I don't know if she put a report in. And someone else had been coughing and sneezing and all types of other stuff. So I don't know if they called in for inspection to come in. And they were going around, and supposedly they said that it was shut down, the construction, because they didn't have proper papers to be doing this.
No, they ain't had that.
Wow, that's criminal.
Because I've been through that. I used to do construction. They would put a stop work order on the building, and they would have kicked everybody out, kicked them all out of here.
Because when they do that kind of work, people are not supposed to be on the premises.
Exactly.
They're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to be cracking in walls, and if you don't know if there's asbestos and lead, and people are living and breathing in that dust.
That's how
They
we have
don't
to say
care.
it.
They too big to fail.
Okay, put you on speakerphone.
Nobody's gonna do nothing for kids. Stuff. I don't written the state. The state came here, looked around, did nothing.
Then bust me.
The busmen don't do nothing. None of them do nothing.
All right.
Yeah,
I read the
some-
state like over 20 times. Last time the state was here, they came here, they showed me a letter that I wrote a year ago. I said, the man, he done died already. Now you here? It's a joke. There's nobody to this is like the whole
Okay. No, it's okay.
The whole system is I can't even get it out without
What about, I know you have it on the speaker, Attorney General
Yeah, it's not.
Tish James.
Tish James,
What
we
do
need
y'all
you.
want to say to her?
Tish James, we need you. This place, there's some good people in here that have no place to go. We need help. It needs to be taken over by the right people that's going to see things get done. I know there's other nursing homes that is just like this.
Yeah.
There's one on the block going through the same thing, but worse.
They all of them go through all of them. On some type of level. It's not just
Yeah,
it's not Brookhaven.
you're right.
Yes.
Brookhaven just a microcosm, just like the whole system. The whole system is corrupt. It needs to be fixed. It can
James,
start now with you, Tish James.
Come
Be
on.
a man, step up.
Woman. It's woman.
Woman.
Tish,
Damn,
don't mess
so-
up. Don't mess up. AGs, you know, AGs,
That's my
female.
fault. I don't know who you are.
Yeah,
because
sorry.
You show yourself. Be a woman, step up, do your job, fix the nursing home problem.
Okay.
Maybe you could ride that to the goddamn White House.
Ooh, there you go. You prophesizing. Okay.
You
got somebody on the phone?
Yes, Stan. Saundrea.
Mhm.
I have Vasquez. Miss Vasquez,
Yes.
can you please tell Stan Morse and Miss Saundrea what you've been going through since you've been here?
Okay. My first 9 months here, I was pretty much under the radar. And then I started to make friends in the building. And that did not sit right with the social workers and with administration. And from that point forward, I pretty much became a target. Like, I wanted to be moved, and by the grace of God and with Andrew's help, I was able to be moved from the 5th floor to the room that I'm in now. But it came with a punishment, because right after I was moved to the window side of the room, by the door, they kept putting jacked up roommates. It was like one after the other. There was always something wrong. Either they had drug-seeking behavior, or they would scream all night and keep me awake, or they would steal from me and go through my stuff. There was the last one. I didn't tell you about the other one, the famous one. The famous one, they moved in here. Her father was famous for something. That woman was just horrific. She spoke to me and everybody else like we were hell. She was demanding and obnoxious. She was only here for 3 weeks. So I had to endure her for 3 weeks. And then right after she left, they moved in the other junkie. And she would leave the room every 15 minutes in her underwear and walk around in other people's rooms looking for a bathroom. When she wasn't on my side of the room, looking in my drawers trying to find a bathroom. She was eating out of the garbage. And when she finally made her way into the bathroom, she would mess all over the floor. It would splatter all over the walls. She would leave her feces-coated panties in the middle of the floor in the bathroom.
Tell them how you got assaulted.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them how you got assaulted.
Oh, yeah, the Koreatown. I forgot about her. Oof. She was in the room for one day. And 20 minutes after she came into the room, I knew we were going to be a problem. We were clashing almost immediately. I called Benny downstairs from the nurse's station. And I said, Benny, you have to move her. She is going to be a problem. And he laughed it off. Oh, we don't have anywhere to put her. Blah, blah, blah. She has a right to have a room. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I went back to my room. And when I was coming back to my room, all of the staff was suiting up in their hazmat gear to go across the room, across the hall to clean up Guy's room. Which everybody on this floor knows, when they clean Guy's room, you gotta close your door. Because there's funk, there's flies, there's all kind of crap coming out that room that you don't want in your room.
He throws shit on the walls. Yeah.
Yes, he does. He throws shit, he throws cups of urine. He's a horrible, horrible individual. So I close the door, coming back into the room, climb up into my bed because it's so high, I got a pole vault up into it. And as I'm finishing climbing up into the bed, she's opening the door again. So I get down, I close it again. She opens it up, I close it, and then she punches me in my back. Now we're talking about a woman that's like maybe 4'8", 60 pounds. So you know I'm not gonna hit her back. If I hit her, I'm gonna kill her. So I didn't hit her. Instead, I'm like, did you just put your hands on me? And she threw herself on the floor and started screaming for the police.
Wow.
And Benny comes and says, oh, I gotta call 911. And I'm like, okay, fine, let me get dressed because I'm not going to jail in my pajamas. So thankfully, the staff saw what she did and everybody let him know, no, Blue did not hit her. So he let it drop. So I called the police because she hit me. And I'm like, I want her arrested. She assaulted me, I want her arrested. So they come and say, you know what, it's a problem because if we arrest her, when she comes back to this room. So let them move her. And if you still want her arrested, then we'll arrest her and then she can come back to the room that they move her to. So they call Benny. And in 3 minutes, he's got her situated in another room, which he could have done from the beginning. But no, it's always got to go to the extreme before action is taken. And that is the problem that I keep trying to address with them. Like, why does it have to go that far? If I'm telling you it's a problem, if I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable, why does it have to go to the extreme where the authorities are contacted?
See,
It should be something that's handled internal.
Hold on, Blue. Hold on 1 second, Blue. Blue always gets the residents that have the mental problems. And the head person blamed her that she's the problem. The head person of nursing said, no, you're the problem. How she's the problem when you're putting mental patients who needs
Services.
Yes. Because that lady that she talked about walked in here halfway naked.
And that's another thing. That's another fraud thing. That's services they're not equipped to handle.
Right.
Yeah.
Like another service, like you got a lot of people that either have lymphedema. They're not equipped to handle it.
Yeah.
And what is that?
That's the sword of the leg. That's what I had.
That's what it's like grotesquely. Like,
Yeah.
you ever seen the Michelin Man?
Yeah.
There's people like that.
It's like that. Yeah, that's what I had. And they move mine. They would move mine. Yeah. That's the swelling of the leg. But that's what Wendy Williams had too, lymphedema.
Right.
And Wendy Williams had.
Yeah, but don't talk about extreme. I'm talking about like.
It looks like a hernia. It's like a hernia.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. But the fact is, that's what's the problem. That's where the problem's going on in here. And it's funny because someone said, one of the bosses downstairs said, if he had the power, he would fire a lot of people in this place. I'm not going to say their names, but he works close with the people. And he said he been in this place he been in this field for so many years. A lot of stuff that he see that goes on here should not be going on. And he works downstairs. And he feels that way. It shouldn't be. It should not be.
Another problem here too. One last thing is like that you got nurses that make the decisions of doctors. The doctor only comes here every 8 hours. So, like, you got nurses, RNs making decisions of doctors.
Right, and they get recommended for it because they should have first ran it to them.
And this is how the situation. This say you're sick, right? You sick. You call the nurse. You feel so bad you gotta go to the hospital. The nurse got to get permission from the nurse supervisor, who got to make a call to the doctor.
Yep.
The doctor got to come to determine whether you need hospital care.
Which is ridiculous.
Which is ridiculous.
Wow.
Okay.
All that transpire, you die.
Exactly.
Right. Wow.
The nurses can't call an ambulance for you at all.
Not at all. They're
can't.
told they can't do that.
I've experienced it with my mother. I know. Yeah, years
Yeah.
ago. Yeah.
So they
I
can't
had
do
to
that.
call
If you see them
911.
dying, they'll tell you, well, I can't tell you what to do.
That's the policy. What do you mean?
Yes.
Yes, they cannot call the ambulance. They have to ask the supervisor. The supervisor has to determine.
Yeah.
They have
If you
to
are
phone
in a
call.
medical emergency,
Yes.
Yes.
And they can't handle it.
They can't handle it. Yeah.
I can't
There was
understand.
sorry to cut real
So
quick.
now do you see
yeah,
why we
wow.
need the assemblyman,
Oh,
both
man.
of them,
Wow.
Anderson.
That's how my
It's a
roommate-
motto.
that's how my
This is
roommate
why we
died.
need you here.
Wow.
My roommate
This has
died
to
because he
change.
needed
I don't want to cut
one
anyone.
of those incubators.
I witnessed one on the 5th floor about 2 weeks ago. The person was lack of oxygen. There was one nurse on the floor, the other one was on break. The patient was on the west side. The nurse that was on the floor was on the east side. So the aide of that patient ran to the nurse that was on the floor and said, listen, so-and-so room needs oxygen. They need an oxygen tank. She said to the aide, call the supervisor because I can't attend to that patient right now. And you're the nurse on the floor. I can't attend to that patient. Call the supervisor.
I would have sworn people
All
down like
that took so much time. The patient died.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
The patient
That-
died.
At night they don't do
They
vital
need-
records or vital signs. So
No.
like people who are sick in their bed could be
Yeah.
dying. That's a lot of deaths occur here at night.
Wow.
Because they don't do vital signs at night. They don't do bed check at night.
Wow.
Also too,
We-
one last thing. Things have to change. It has to get better. I know things take time, but people are dying. And I understand they look at old people, they live their life already. They shouldn't care for them. That's someone's mother. That's someone's father.
Life is a life.
Life is a life. And you took an oath. That's why I said before, Stan, right?
I'm sorry to cut them off. Things will take time. Give it the money.
This is not even a nursing home. It's becoming a hospital.
It's a hospice, man. It's a hospice.
Wow.
That's how I feel. That's how I see it.
Ownership needs to like
man.
bring up the budget
Wow.
so like we can have a better gym, better food, and that's it. And better more equipment.
They
more
feel that
supplies.
it's too much money to take care of heavy-set people. It's too much. They don't want to, the money's there. If they get money from government agencies like urban development, the money's there. You understand me? The money's there. Put a plan in place that a lot of us people, we order food out. Literally, because the food here is atrocious. I'll send you more pictures. I'll get everybody to send a picture every day. You know, I feel sorry for the CNAs that got to change the residents that eat that food because it leaks right through. It leaks right through. And that's more work for them. You've really got good CNAs here. What it is, it's the upper people that need to change.
And I hate to
And
say
it's the favoritism ones that either go. The ones that keep the gossip going and that hatred going. Oh, I don't like him. Oh,
That's
I
all
don't
the whole
like
system
her.
working.
I don't like. Let's not talk to him. Don't clean him. Don't clean her right away. Let her suffer. Karma's a bitch, and it's coming right back at the people that run these places. Karma's a bitch.
I hate being place food being an issue, but food is an issue because we all have an issue with food, whether it's diabetes, obesity, high blood pressure. Food is the main problem that we all have. Either too much salt, too much sugar, too much what have you. In this facility, you get all that.
Yeah.
They don't care.
So they're dietitians.
Yeah.
They're not really giving y'all a
The
proper.
dietitian has no
food.
power.
Yeah, but I'm saying they need to, and this is where
The dietitian
social
can't
worker,
even-
nurse, the doc, everybody come to play. And then we got to wrap up again. Last time we got to wrap up.
You
Okay.
can't change anything without running stuff through the administration.
I have to say something. The only time there's a dietitian, I don't even know why they hired her,
Yeah.
but she works at night. Dinner time is over. So why is she in here when you have a dietitian during the day? When people have problem with their food, they're able to talk to the dietitian that's here during the day. This particular dietitian, she took over my dietitian position. I'm so glad that Julie left. She was so happy to leave because she see her hands was tied. She was like, I'm out of here. I can't do this. Because she got in this field to help people. She was happy that I lost all my weight. But the dietitian, I don't talk to her. I don't say nothing to her at all. Because how you going to help me? Even when it transitioned over, I was still getting the wrong food. Still getting the wrong food. So why you hire a dietitian at night? What changes are you doing at night?
None.
What complaints are you helping?
And the dietitian don't have no power.
Yeah.
They don't make the menus. They don't buy the food. They don't do nothing. All they do is just like, well, something on the menu. If you don't want that, you can have the alternative.
Yeah.
Which is a peanut butter jelly sandwich.
And some people
That's
here,
greasy
that's
slimy
another
turkey.
thing is this too. Blue is allergic to peanut butter, right? They don't
I
care.
have a definitely allergy to peanuts.
She could die. They done had peanut butter in her room when she almost died. Had a sign on the door and gave it to a resident, and she told them, listen, she's in there dying. And they got mad at me, literally, because I was like, yo, she's not supposed to have peanut butter. Read the sign. Well, we didn't hear from downstairs. She got hair from downstairs. It's in her file. You should know about it.
Right.
If she even smells peanut butter, she's going to die. If she even touches it, she's going to die. The CNA bought the peanut butter in her room to give it to the resident because the resident was hungry and wanted to eat.
She said
yeah,
she ate 3 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
And she said
She
to die.
got peanut butter all over doorknobs, the handle on the toilet. I go in there, I'm touching it, and my throat is closing up. I gotta snort Benadryl through a rolled up dollar bill like some junkie because my throat closed.
Wow.
That's just some of the stories.
Yeah.
There's more.
Yeah, we're gonna
There's more.
definitely we're gonna come back
There's more.
and
Jahani
we have
has
to
a
do
list.
more. Yeah,
Jahani has a list.
we're gonna have to do
Listen,
more.
B, have I got like a ton?
See?
And we can also do a Zoom too one day. If y'all
Yeah.
have Zoom and we could all be on
Yeah.
together as well. But we're definitely gonna
And
follow
one
up
thing
with
about
you
the
all.
resident council, right? They make sure there's no civilians there. So we can't have no family members there at the resident council
Okay.
meeting. They make
Wow.
sure of that. Yeah, it's real quiet and private.
A lot of control.
The
Yeah.
busmen come in, the state come in, they still don't do nothing.
Oh, one last thing. When the Busman came here the first time, no, the second time, right? No, the third time. No, the third time. They hired so many people just to fill in that day.
No, not the busman, the state.
Oh, I'm sorry.
State.
Yeah. The
When they
state
bought
was
the
coming.
state.
The state was coming.
Yeah.
They hired all these fake people to fill in the spots that was not full
Right.
Fraud.
for a whole week.
Fraud.
They was here for a whole week. So the state popped up. That Tuesday when the state was out of here,
They going.
they was going.
And what kind of inspection is if you know I'm coming?
Yeah.
They already
And that's
paid
how they
for
do
it.
the nursing homes. Yeah.
Wow.
I'm in
They do.
security field, like when the NYPD come and do like license check and all that stuff like that. No,
You don't know they
the health
coming.
department come and do license check.
You don't know.
You don't tell
Yeah.
you they just come.
And there's
So
some,
And you got
something
one of them.
going on.
yeah.
Right.
And one last thing, there's some people that have,
said that a
like
lot.
for instance, there's one last thing. I'm
Right.
sorry.
It's a lot to say. It's a
Hold
lot
on,
to say.
there's one last thing. There's some times where people don't even know who their CNAs are. A CNA person knock on your door, I'm a CNA today. I'm a CNA today. Some don't even do that. Sometimes
They don't do it at
ring,
all.
I could ring the bell. I don't know who the fuck my CNA is.
Hey,
Blue, I'm sorry. Blue can ring her bell.
nobody.
No one will come because she don't want to see that.
We gotta take it ourselves when we go and like get towels and stuff from the closet or from the racks. Oh, you're not supposed to touch that.
Oh, and
I need a towel. I've been ringing my bell for 45 minutes.
and God forbid you fall in a split assignment. If you fall in a split assignment and nothing's done on that shift, you're pushed to the next shift.
Oh, and also to remember, if you could walk, shit, wipe yourself, you don't need a CNA. That's another thing. But in a hospital, no matter what, you could walk, shit, and wipe yourself and feed yourself.
Yeah,
You have
CNA.
a nurse. You have a
CNA.
nurse's assistant or a
Yeah.
CNA.
Right.
But here, no, you can do it for yourself. You don't need me. It shouldn't be that way. Because you don't know what the fuck I need.
Right.
Well, I guarantee you things are going to
sorry.
change. Things
Yes,
are
sir.
going to really get better because this is going to be exposed, and we're going to get this out to more people and to the masses, to the public.
Oh, it's not over yet.
No, it's
We
not.
just
No,
got
this
started.
is
We
just
just
one
getting
part.
started.
This just a little bit.
Brookhaven, I'm coming for you. I
Yeah.
told y'all.
And
I'm
people
coming
may
for
want
y'all.
to interview you all, and
I'm coming
so
for y'all. I'm coming for
we'll
y'all.
pass
Oh,
your
we're Capitol
information.
Hill.
Yes,
Well,
let's
well,
go,
these are
DC.
some
Let's
doors
go.
and things we
Let's
do.
go. Let's
I'm
go.
coming for
Okay, we
jobs.
can organize
I'm coming for-
something.
I'm
Yeah.
coming for jobs, and there's one person whose job I'm coming for, and I'm coming for that person's job. And I told him, even when I leave here, if that person's still working here, I'm coming for that job
Okay.
until that person's not here no more.
I just want to leave this place better than I left it.
That's
Yes.
right. And you will.
Right.
I
And
just
you
want
will.
the next
people-
person
it's
who's
people
whoever
here.
gets in my situation or her situation, his situation,
It's people here
have a
that
place
is not
where,
ever
like,
leaving.
they
You know
can
that,
like
right?
come and
Right.
heal and transition back to community
Yeah.
and continue their lives.
It's people
Thank you.
here that's never leaving. They here.
That was good.
They never leave.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
a good guy next door. His name is Mike. Real good guy.
We got to
He's never
close
leaving.
on that.
He's never leaving. He's here, and he don't complain about nothing. But he has to wait and wait because he can't move. But he's a real good guy. There's people here that cannot speak up for themselves. That just bow down to it. Okay, it's just life. No, it's not life.
No, it's not.
Sitting with a pimp on your ass for hours is not like it's not good. It's
All
not
right.
good.
Well, we're gonna
done?
wrap up. This has been actually heartbreaking to hear. You know, I know to say. It's very emotional just hearing this stuff. You know, if you got a family member in these nursing homes, y'all need to look at this show and find out what's going on because this is you hearing it directly from them.
These are your
And
tax
this is
dollars.
criminal.
All
This
your
is
tax
criminal.
dollars. All
Yes.
tax money
Sis
you
James
pay.
and all the
They
elected
get taken out
officials.
your check.
And they're
criminal.
taking your money too,
Right.
right? Yeah, they're taking your
Criminal.
money
It's
too.
criminal. It's
Yes, it
criminal.
is.
It's
My
criminal.
son,
1NYCHA.
my brother,
One
they
people.
They call me every
1NYCHA
day.
Advocates.
Yes.
Okay, we
NYCHA Advocates.
okay, we're gonna close out. Normally we
We out.
fight for NYCHA, but we're gonna fight for this too.
Thank
this
you.
is inhumane, and
is.
unacceptable, and it's just unacceptable. all
Yeah.
across the board.
And I'm out too, Saundrea Coleman, Social Justice Crusader. We out, okay?
Thank you.
All right. God bless.
Yes.